Been waiting for Lizzo to drop a brand new single, and the day is here. It's called Rumors, featuring Cardi B, and she here to talk all about it. What up, Lizzo?
Hi, I love your accent.
Oh, thank you so much, love. Appreciate the
He said we here to
reciprocation.
we here to talk about it going down.
We got to do it big, yo, because this is a big tune, a lot of big energy, and you're addressing a lot of things on here, Lizzo. What is the craziest rumor you personally heard about yourself?
Well, I'm supposedly pregnant right now by Chris Evans. That's pretty wild.
I heard that. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm having a nothing. I'm not pregnant at all. I've never even physically met him, so I don't know.
Well, you did slide in them DMs, and it seems like they're trying to pin you with a lot of white guys. Because Harry Styles, they also wanted you to do the collab with him. What's going on with you and the white brothers?
Girl, me and these white boys, I don't know, child. I listen. Harry's a friend. Yeah, well, I mean, Chris Evans, he is fine, genuinely. Like, I would holler at him. I saw a video of him talking to a black girl. It was like a paparazzi video, and it was far away. He was outside. He was running game. He was like, and he pulled her number, everything. I said, Christopher Jamal. Chris Evans. So I
not
know.
Jamal.
No, but what about like some of the semi-soulful white dudes? And you got Jack Harlow out here who can rhyme his ass off, and he seems like he's down for the cause. Or what about perhaps Chet Hanks? Could switch it to a reggae patois when necessary.
I'm gonna just go on to the next question because you're trying to get me caught up.
I think so too. Speaking of caught up, they did catch you out there in Malibu. You had like a little boo. It looked like he had a beard and braids. Yeah.
Obama's on the phone. Sorry, it's the president. I can't.
Is it okay? Is it? So is Lizzo single right now, or what's going on with you? Speaking of singles,
I'm
I like how to bring it together.
I'm single right now. Are you? Yeah, I'm single.
I don't know if you're are you serious or are you joking? I know you did like the end of last month. I did see you talking about a heartbreak and all these little subs you were putting up. I noticed that. You said food is the best remedy for a heartbreak, actually.
Okay, so I posted that and I just really liked the Sailor Moon meme and I just wanted to help somebody. And somebody asked me, they said, is everything okay? And I was like, why? And they're like, you post about heartbreak. I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I just kind of meant in general. No, I'm fine. I'm single. I'm happy. I'm living.
And you didn't sleep with Drake because that's what you said in your record.
She addressed that.
Not yet.
It's crazy because like in the R&B space, it seems like a lot of times people want to see you go through things so they can have something to sympathize with. Like, oh, she's sad. We're going to be sad too. We love the fact that she's sad. But let you make a song about how you're happy and found the love of your life. Everybody go big, she switched up.
Yeah, I guess so. I've seen memes like that where like somebody goes through something kind of heartbreaking and they're like, album about to be fire. I'm like, whoa, like, what's wrong with people? Y'all like to, profit off of people's pain. But I will say that pain is pretty universal. And I think people can feel that. And I think that's why people feel me when I talk about the things I go through, whether it's in my songs or social media, people can relate.
And this isn't your first time linking up with Cardi B. Y'all actually got together in the movie Hustlers, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You didn't even think about that, huh?
That's crazy.
So, what's going on with the acting side of Lizzo? Because even when I hear some of your songs, sometimes it does give, hip hop pop, but it gives a little bit of Broadway. Could we see you doing some kind of Broadway musical or because I always love how Queen Latifah was able to go into that space from hip hop and, win awards and everything for it. We know you got a lot of awards. So would that be something you would be interested in?
Absolutely. I just don't listen. I don't rush nothing. Look at my career. I've been working at this shit for so long. Look at the success of Truth Hurts. That took 2 years after releasing it to even become, popular. So for me, I've gotten a lot of acting offers, but I think I just want to focus on the things that are meant for me right now. Right now, I have an Amazon deal where I can, Amazon Pictures, Amazon Studios, where I can create TV shows and content. And so I'm working on some stuff right now, unscripted, and we'll see what happens in the future.
It seems like the fans would definitely pull up for that. Now,
it
seems like, for people who haven't been following your journey, that it just happened overnight. But like you said, you put in the work, and now all of a sudden you're this household name that everybody recognizes. Can you think of the last day that everything was normal before it became this crazy train that we're on right now?
I would say the day. Listen, for me, it was hard to it was a long process of me reckoning with like notoriety, because I've been doing the same thing for so long. Like, mind you, I've been a solo artist since 2012. I've been putting out projects since 2012, touring. You know what I'm saying? I was on Letterman and all sorts of like late night shows as an indie artist for a long time. So nothing really changed about my life, because it was like, well, I'm still playing shows, I'm still making music, I'm still me. But it was the external world that kind of changed. So it kind of took me a minute to realize, like, oh, what y'all doing over here? Oh, you want a picture? Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of took me a minute to catch up with that. But I will say, before and after the BET Awards and before and after the VMAs in 2019 was major. After Rihanna, after this, a lot changed.
What about friend-wise? Like, once the more notable you got and, the more popular, did you lose some people along the way? Because they say it's lonely at the top, and we know you're on the top right now.
Well, thank you. I want to kind of change that. It's you bring people with you. For me, like I've always been the type of person who used my platform and my stage to pull others up with me, to give them a platform. And, that's the same for my friends. I got 5 friends. Okay. And most of them been the same motherfuckers. Sorry. I'm like, I don't know how much I can cut on the show.
As much as you want, feel comfortable.
We can edit.
Oh, thank you. The same ones for the last decade. I'm talking about since 2010, 2011. And before that. So for me, it's always quality, not quantity. And I have really quality friends who don't look at me differently. And I really appreciate that. Like, it means the world to me, actually, because I've had people look at me different and treat me different because of who I am to them now. And that sucks. I don't like that.
Well, you get a lot of alley-oops, and you've aligned yourself with some really dope people, or should I say some people even align themselves with you. Like, I watched the video when you was excited to finally meet Beyonce for the first time. And now that's somebody who seems like, they're in your, like, your circle to some degree.
I ain't met Beyonce.
You haven't met Beyonce?
Hell no. She came to so what happened was she came to my show. I played Made in America.
I was there.
Period. I was like, we go back.
So I met you from Lip Service. I did Lip Service with you with Angela Yee. Yeah, so I know all your juicy details. I remember everything.
There's so much more. There's so much more juice since then.
I'm sure, and I want to know. But let me tell you something. That was one of the things I was going to bring up. You killed that Made in America performance, slayed that. And I did see Beyonce on the side of the stage, and she was watching every move.
But I didn't meet her because on my last song
that day.
No, sir. I was sad, but you gotta she kind of had to keep it moving on my last song, because there's a lot of chaos after the set is done and a lot of people moving around. So I think she got out of there pretty quick. But I wanna meet Beyonce. I'm terrified. I don't know what I would say.
Oh my God.
It's that female Michael Jackson energy that people talk about Beyonce has. Like, it's a glow. And you give off glow as well. I'm sure there's people that are talking about the day they met Lizzo,
That's
a Houston thing. It's a Houston thing, baby.
I can't wait till y'all link up for a song, because I feel like it's coming pretty soon. Maybe sooner than we know. Maybe even than you know.
You better manifest.
Let's speak about some more great people. Do you think Andre 3000 could outflute you? Because he's been walking around everywhere with the flute, and I feel like he's giving you a run for your money. What you think?
I'm gonna tell you, there's few people that can out-flute me, baby. Me and Sasha. And listen, Andre is the GOAT of being Andre 3000. Everything he does is goated. But my flute game, you know what I would love though? I would love a versus.
Oh,
flute versus?
Yeah, me and Andre, and it's live, and we just riffing.
I love
what
that.
What if we can't get Andre because he doesn't come out much, and all you can get is like Kenny G? Can you outfit Kenny G?
I can get one. First of all, he plays the saxophone.
So exactly.
0-2 today.
I need another fluter, another flautist, if you will.
Doug Flutie from the never mind. But you know, very impressive though, because like as a person who's seen like the televised version of your show, the fact that the flute comes from nowhere, like Megatron's gun, where do you hide the flute? Is there like a sword sheath like behind you in which the flute comes from, or do they cut and someone hands it to you? Like,
it's not like American Pie.
Cape?
I was about to say, you ever seen American Pie?
It's American Pie.
One time at band camp.
That's worth money then.
Whoa.
Pussy juice on it, and pussy juice makes
I
it
know
expensive.
that's right.
There's some people that would eat that flute right now.
Speaking of people that would eat that flute, what about groupies? So you did mention some groupies, right? Have you ever taken a groupie back with you?
No.
No, not.
No.
Have you ever wanted to and thought about it?
Yes. Because there'll be some, but it's like, I have to create that line of separation. I think it's different with like, female artists versus male artists, like in the relationship that you have with the fans. There's a part of me that just wants to like nurture and protect the men that come to my shows and like me. I don't want to break them off, because if I break them off, you know what I'm saying, they might get their feelings hurt a little bit.
You can't slut them out. You can't treat them like disposable.
But I'm ready to slut some niggas out. Let me tell you that much. I'm ready to slut them out. They wearing the gold chains and the white tank tops.
They got beards and braids.
Listen, I'm a fight.
Got you. No, so okay. What about NDAs? Because you also mentioned that. Have you ever had somebody sign that being around you?
Absolutely. I have a stack of NDAs. I'm gonna pass one through the screen. I have NDAs. I have a lot of NDAs around, and people have to sign them. If somebody massaging my back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like from that to coming in my house and cooking, you got to sign an NDA. Not because I do anything that's salacious. It's more protection for me, from those people, because, people can be wicked and make things up and take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying?
Was there something that happened that made you realize, okay, NDA time, this is where I'm at in my life and my career?
Yes, but I legally can't talk about it.
What about any guys did you make sign? Not just people that worked for you, but like, have you ever said, I don't know about this guy, he's cute and all, but he's gonna have to sign this paper real quick?
Let me tell you, I should have made one of these boys sign an NDA.
Chris?
You just...
No, I'm joking.
I got that virtual baby.
The virtual baby, it's gonna be a hologram. Come on.
It's the same baby from Ally McBeal, the computer-generated baby from the show that was dancing.
You brought me back. You brought me all the way back. No, I should probably sign an NDA for Chris Evans, because I keep running my mouth and putting his name in my mouth. Well, his name in my mouth.
Well, somebody that had your name in their mouth and everybody came to your defense. I think her name is Julianne. She's the biggest loser. And Julianne, right? We're going to call her the biggest loser. When people come to your defense like that, Lizzo, how does that make you feel? Because I know that people say nasty things. They say nasty things to all of us, But when there's people that actually defend you, you're lesbians, how does that feel for you?
It makes me feel really supported and protected. I just let the people speak. And that's why I stay pretty silent on things. Like, I don't even know who this person is. Why are you talking about me? Don't you have something better to do? And the fact that people came to my defense just makes that person feel even more You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? Like, yeah, what are you doing? Look at yourself. Take a look in the mirror. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think me engaging with people hurts the situation more or validates that person's negative energy. And now I can sit back and just, you know, let karma do his job.
Right.
You know, we live in a time where cancel culture runs rampant, right? And, you know, a big collaborator for you was the Baby, you know, appeared on one of the remixes. Going through what he's going through right now, have you had the opportunity to talk to him or reach out? Or has he reached out to you for anything?
No, but we don't have that kind of relationship where we talk all the time. Not like that.
Gotcha.
You also stand proudly behind the LGBTQ plus community. So I know that it's a little tricky, you know, especially when it comes to festivals and things of that nature. We see a lot of cancellations. What do you think about the festival season since there is COVID going on and you are such a great performer? We did talk about Made in America. That's coming up again. I did see something you saying about staying 6 feet away from you. So are you down to still do these festivals and things of that nature during COVID?
It's one of the hardest things for me because on one end, I know what it's not selfish at all. For me, I could, you know, I don't need to perform to feed my ego or to, you know, I can be patient if that means people are being safe. But I also know that my music makes people feel better. And it's just been such an interesting, tumultuous, tragic, scary year and a half.
Right.
And it would feel so good to people to be able to go out and provide that service that, you know, God put me on this earth for. So I'm always like, oh, what do I do? How do I turn this into a situation that's beneficial, you know, for the planet, for the world, and for people? I pray that the festivals have the responsibility to keep the festival goers safe.
Right.
So it's personally not the artist's responsibility, even though I will assume some of that. It is the festival's job. So I'm hoping that we are taking all the right measures to make sure that people can, you know, party and connect safely out there.
Now, let's just say like 12 to 18 months, you know, fingers crossed, right? They get this COVID thing under control. People can get closer again. I know you said something, there was a rumor going around that you killed somebody doing a stage dive. But would you do a crowd surf if the crowd had your back? Like, Lizzo, we got you. Bring that here. We will carry you around. Would you feel that comfortable?
Fucking no.
I was hoping you said no. I wouldn't trust these people.
I don't trust COVID or not.
Right.
I'm a woman and I've seen enough videos of women, you know, stage diving or crowd surfing to know that that's not always a safe place for us. Right. Unfortunately.
Hand on tatas up the butt and all that.
Somebody touch my coochie, my booty, my titty. It's gonna be a whole lot more than surfing in that crowd. I know
that's right. And the flute come out, she start hacking and slapping from the top.
Yeah, try me on my flute. The flute gonna
I love that.
On the flute real quick.
Let that thing ring.
Yeah,
let that thing sing, boy.
You got to do that. One of my favorite Lizzo moments is you at the Laker game with your cheeks hanging out. It was literally a highlight of my life. I thought you gave me every kind of life right there with that. Whose idea was this? And how did you become? Because I'm kind of like this. Like, I'm the type of person that will walk around naked and my friends be like, why you put some clothes on? Like, they don't get it. So how did we get like this, Lizzo?
How did we get here?
How did we get? What happened to
us? We're exhibitionists, you know.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And you know what? I think something right happened to us. Because think about it, when you're born and you're a baby, you run away from the idea of putting on clothes. You want to be naked and you want to be free, because when you're a baby, you're at your purest self. You're just a ball of self-love and you're happy. Right. You know, you get older and you start to unlearn that. And a lot of that confidence gets taken away from you. And growing up is awkward and painful sometimes. And I think like putting the clothes on sometimes can mask it. You know, of course we need clothes in society, but I find sometimes I use clothes as a masking or a defense mechanism. And I think that was a part of my emotional journey in freeing myself and finding my self-love was close. Think about me sitting right here. Okay, this is abstract. Me sitting right here is a completely different experience than me sitting right here butt ass naked. It's just different emotionally.
We'll take naked Lizzo though.
Oh, well, baby, don't get me.
Hey.
But I just feel like I feel very sexy when I'm naked and I feel happy when I'm naked. And it took a long time to get to that point. So I'm going to relish in it, goddamn it. I'm going to bask in it and I'm going to enjoy it. And to be honest with you, I had a fitting for the basketball game, for the Lakers game, and I put some stuff on and I thought that I was like, the ass is cut out. This is iconic.
It is.
I had no idea. I was like, you know what? I know that's a lot to have your whole ass out. I'm gonna put on, I had on underwear and I had on fishnet leggings. And I was like, bada boom, bada bing. Ain't nobody gonna notice, baby.
The world knows.
When I say the whole world noticed, I had no idea it would be that big of a deal. It was not intentional. And, you know, at the end of the day, like everyone in that like arena was cheering me on, was extremely supportive. And that's the only energy I care about. Anything external from that, if you weren't there, it ain't your business.
A couple players even shot they shot on the internet. I seen that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
So many messages, you don't even get a chance to see them all.
Wait, you need to let me know who. Just send it to me later.
I got you.
Well, yo, Lizzo, your confidence is infectious. Your laugh makes us smile. You know what I mean? And we're so happy that you're back. And it seems like, you know, you got your fight face on. You're ready to get to it. The new single is called Rumors. Now, I know an album typically follows the singles. Do you have a title yet?
I don't. I don't have the tracks either. I have the songs, but I got to put it together. I got to make the story right. And I think I need to write like maybe 1 or 2 more songs because I am a perfectionist. I already have like over 130, 140 songs. And I'm like, wow. I'm still not there yet. Cause I just be writing about everything, y'all. Like I used to write shit down and now I'm freestyling. And when you freestyle, it's just like anything can happen.
Yeah.
So
what's the craziest song that's not going to make the cut, but yo, you get a kick out of listening to it just dolo when you by yourself?
Oh, I have a few. I got one that has a crazy flute solo in it. I got one that's just like, you know, like it's got Anchorman, like Will Ferrell, like and it's not gonna make the album, but it's so entertaining to listen to. It's like old school Lizzo, like Beastie Boys with a crazy flow. Like it's really good, but unfortunately it doesn't match the energy of the album. It's too chaotic.
Damn, you have a date or like around what time you think you're going to drop the album?
We do not have a date. I have to sign, seal, deliver that mix and master in until I get that.
And one of my favorite lines, Black people created rock and roll because
yeah.
Okay. Talk about it now.
Speak on it. We most certainly did. We innovated it. Like literally, it's not like, you know, we have that rock and roll energy. No, literally Rockin' 88 was written by a Black man, performed by a Black band, and is documented as one of the first rock and roll songs. We have Sister Rosetta Tharpe in the 40s, 20 years prior, shredding guitar and singing on stage, saying, "Rock me, baby, rock me." That's rock and roll. Right. I'm sorry. Right. Like we even created the term and that got taken away. So I just wanted to remind everybody in case they forgot. We made it.
Claim our magic, y'all. We made it. We love you. We about to blast off on this record right now. And thank you so much for pulling up on the Morning Hustle, yo.
Thank you.
We are the Morning Hustle.